This is the Leaf Riders of Wrenwood. My name's Landon, you're watching RPG ABC, and we are playing this quest calendar every week and having a ton of fun doing so. Let's get this actually on camera, shall we? There we go. So why don't we go ahead and jump into this week, which starts Monday, August 19th, 2024. You need to catch up to the carts that have left. From your elevated perch, you can utilize your leaf riding skills to glide down and aim to land on the moving cart. Alright, so this is going to be to assess the winds. Standing at your elevated perch, you carefully study the wind direction and speed, determining the optimal movement to make your gliding jump from the tree. Alright, so this is wisdom, which is +2. What is that? That is a 7 +2 for 9. If the result is between 9 and 15, your assessment of the wind conditions is relatively accurate, allowing you to time your jump from the tree to coincide with favorable updrafts. You manage to glide down from your perch with a degree of stability. Next, we have to avoid the branches. This is going to be dexterity, which is +3. You must maintain focus and coordination to navigate the obstacles that come your way and use your body weight and balance to adjust your position as you glide. Okay, so dex. Oh, that's a natural 20, which does give us a boon to use at some point. And we get the best result. If the roll is 16 or more, you use your body weight and balance to make precise adjustments as needed. Your movements are fluid and seamless, and you expertly avoid branches and other hindrances, ensuring a smooth and uninterrupted glide. Nice. Now we need to land on the cart, which is strength, which is +2. As you approach, you hold your glide long enough to focus on finding a spot that will allow you to land securely without tipping it over or while being prepared to roll or grab onto the cart to prevent falling off. That is 14 +2 for 16. If the result is 16 or more, you aim for the perfect spot and ensure your weight is evenly distributed, preventing any risk of tipping. As you contact the cart, you roll and adjust your position with expert precision, seamlessly transitioning from your glide to a secure position on the moving vehicle. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into the next day, which is Tuesday, August 20th, 2024. The insects steering the beetle shift their attention to attack you as you approach, aiming to thwart your advance as you strive to reach them and seize control of the reins. Alright, so looks like we've got some combat here. Let's go. Enemy 1. The insect swiftly fires a barrage of sharp arrows at you. We have +8 to attack. We get 12 +8 for a dirty 20. That is a hit. We'll roll. Oh, wait, actually, we have something to do there. We have to roll dexterity or we are restrained. So that's 12 +3 for 15, and that's a success. Now we roll to attack. Uh-oh, that is a natural 1. Do we have any way to re-roll that? I'm not seeing one. So it stays and we miss our attack, which means we don't get to attack and they get to attack. We need to roll our defense, which is also +8. 16 +8 for 24. We successfully defend, and that means we take 1 point of damage. Yeah, I thought that would be too dry. right, we are at 13 health. Not too bad, not too great though. Enemy 2, the insect hurls a javelin in your direction. First, we need to see if we are restrained. 16 plus, what is it, Dex? 3, so 19. We are not restrained. And then we roll to attack with +8. That is 19 plus 8 for 27. Damage is 2d10. That is 4 and 9, so that's 13 plus 2 for 15 total, and we get that one. So, enemy 3. The insect leaps into the cart to grapple you. Oof, that is 4 plus 7. We are restrained, which means we are unable to attack. So now we have to roll defense. We would just need one more, wouldn't we? Right? No, I rolled a 4 plus 3, so that'd be 7. So we need 4 more to... Yeah, no. Let's roll our defense. That is 15 plus 8 for 23. So we successfully defend that. We take partial damage, which is 2. And we are down to 11 hit points, meaning we are at half health. That's not the greatest. If you did not kill all the insects, they jump off and abandon the beetle. We did kill one, so we gain 1 amber. So we are at 11. All right, and that is it for today. So let's go ahead and jump into tomorrow, which is Wednesday, August 21st, 2024. With no one to steer, the beetle begins to slow down and veer off course. You make your way up to the saddle and grab the reins. So we need to take control of the reins. This can be strength plus bug tamer. So we are at +4. That is 15 plus 4, that's 19. If the result is 15 or more, you seize control of the reins and the beetle responds immediately to your guidance. You expertly steer the creature back on course. So number 2, catch up to the other cart. This is going to be Constitution Reminder Bug Tamer. With the beetle under your control and on the right track, you focus on increasing its speed to catch up with the other cart that has left ahead of you. Okay. So con plus bug tamer, that's +3 total. That is 5 plus 3 for 8. I am going to use my boon. For 1, but that's still enough. That puts us up to 9 to get us a better result. You increase the beetle's speed and catch up to the cart. While the beetle's progress isn't as swift as you would like it, as you would have liked, you maintain a constant pace that gradually closes the distance between the carts. The insect ahead of you begin to fire arrows at you. So we have to roll defense. That's +8. 2 plus 8 is 10. Can't believe that happened. I can re-roll that to, yeah, twice per rest. I can re-roll a defense roll and take the new result. That is 19 plus 8 for 27. If the result is 12 or more, you dodge out of the way of the arrow. And that is it for today, it seems. All right, so let's go ahead, jump into tomorrow. You know, I'm always on the lookout for those icons to see if I can get some extra stuff. As the gulch suddenly turns following the river's bend, the beetle ahead executes a sharp maneuver. Your speed proves too much, leading to a collision with the cart in front. So we have to brace for impact. This is going to be dexterity with danger sense. I don't think I have danger sense. No, but I do have a +3 dex. The impact sends insects, cart components, and mushroom debris soaring through the air in a chaotic flurry. The beetle you're steering flips over, launching you into the air. You find yourself hurtling toward the ground amidst a whirl of debris. Instinctively, you prepare yourself for what's to come. All right. So that's +3. 8 plus 3 is 11. If the roll is between 9 and 15, with no way to control your trajectory, you instinctively curl up to shield the vulnerable parts of your body from the impact. Fortunately, you land amidst a bed of softer pebbles, tumbling and bruising you. You go rolling away, injuring your arm in the process. Reduce your health by 1. Unfortunately, the force of the collision causes one of your bags to tear open, scattering some of your provisions on the ground. Lose 2 amber. Oh man, I lose 1 health and 2 amber? Dang. So I'm at 9 amber. Alright. Alright. And then avoid the cart and beetle. That's going to be dexterity again. The cart and beetle that had launched into the air are now coming down in a tumbling mess of debris and are about to crash down on you. That is 17 plus 3 for a dirty 20. If the result is 16 or more, you deftly weave your way between the incoming cart and the beetle as they tumble and roll past you. The experience is both exhilarating and heart-pounding. As the dust settles, you find yourself unscathed and standing tall. Awesome. Awesome. So let's go ahead and jump into the next day. Yeah, no icons there. Friday, August 23rd, 2024. In the aftermath of the crash, one of the beetles tears loose from its tether to the cart and in a rampage of fury, it spots you and prepares to charge. Alright, so we can either calm the bug or scare the bug. I think calming the bug is going to be better in the long run. As the enraged beetle prepares to charge in a bit of fury, you recognize the need to defuse the situation and calm the creature down. So charisma is +1, but with bug tamer, that is +3 total. Okay, that's 17 plus 3 for dirty 20. If the result is 15 or more, you manage to quell the creature's fury entirely through your soothing words and calming presence. The beetle's aggressive stance gives way to a more relaxed demeanor, and it abandons its charging posture. Okay, not bad. So let's jump into the final day of the week. As the chaos subsides, a moment of relative calm grants you the opportunity to assess the surroundings and question the surviving insects. So number 1, we have to search the area. This can be intellect, reminder, investigator. We are an investigator. Our intellect is +3, so this is +5 total. 10 plus 5 for 15. We are 1 point away. Do we have something that can help us here? We could try to get +1 intellect using our cricket. So let's see if we succeed at this. first we got to shuffle up here. Yep. Why'd I do it this way? Should have done it the other way. Gonna have to shuffle a little bit more. Okay, and we will give it a nice little cut there. Top card, we are looking for a heart that is greater than or equal to 4. That is not it. So we do not get that, sadly, which means our 15 stands. If the result is between 9 and 15, you find 3 amber worth of valuable supplies. On your body, on the body of a dead insect, you retrieve a nicely crafted insect dagger with a pommel made of amber. It is worth 2 amber. Okay, so what is that? 5 amber total? I think that's 5 amber total. So 14. It just doesn't say, like, it says you find 3 amber worth of valuable supplies. And then later on, it says you find a dagger that's worth 2 amber. So I just have to assume that they mean you get 5 amber. So number 2, we have to question the insect. Our virtue is at 3, so we don't get a bonus. But our charisma, reminder, intimidating. Our charisma is 1, so all right. We are going to question the insect. That's 12 plus 1 for 13. If the result is between 8 and 14, we have orders from the true king, King Rathix. In what world do you think I would ever divulge secrets to you? Okay. The insect is badly injured. Perhaps if you showed some mercy and fed it a healing potion, it might be willing to speak. Do you give it a healing potion? Do I have a healing potion? Yes, I do. Okay. Yes, we will give it a healing potion. So I have 3 of those left. Okay. Let's see. You pour the potion into the insect's mandibles as it licks up the healing liquid. Gain 1 virtue. Nice. So that is 4 now. We are at 4 virtue. If your virtue is between 3 and 6, gain a +2 bonus to this roll. You have another chance to get information from the creature. All right, charisma again. So that's +1 plus the +2, so that's +3 total. 10 plus 3 is 13. Do we have a way to increase this? I bet we do. We do have a caterpillar that can help us. We just need a diamond of 3 or more. All right. Let's see what we get. Nope. That did not work. I do kind of want this information. So I think I'm going to use a trait booster if we have one. Oh, wait. I can also go for persuasive. So let's go for persuasive from the bard, which we just need a red card. And we get a red card. Perfect. There's persuasive. So that is +2. And we get the best result of if the result is 14 or more. Let me flip back to my character. Wow. We take orders from the true ruler of Wrenwood. Wait. Interesting. It just sounds like the same thing he said before. We take orders from the true ruler of Wrenwood, King Rathix. He destroyed your precious tree and will dethrone your queen. We will restore what is rightfully ours. King Rathix ordered us to secure provisions and food for the war ahead. His servant, Seskiel, brought news to the life tree's death and warned us of the chaotic weather that plagues the land. We are to continue acquiring food, but we are to do so by dismantling buildings and distributing the villagers along the way. Disrupting the villagers along the way. It is to help ensure you foul beasts will suffer more. You don't deserve to live in this forest. You greedy animals have done nothing but take and destroy. How dare we be sentenced to suffer in the Ashlands while you rule in greed? Interesting. I guess we'll have to see what happens next week. Thank you so much for joining me. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Whether you are playing along at home or just watching or have already played this quest calendar. Yeah. And so, yeah. Thanks for watching. And of course, I will see you all tomorrow.